Hi, I'm Jeff Reinardi, Head Strength and Conditioning Coach at Winona State University. Today we're going to talk about facility design. First thing that we're able to do when it comes to facility design, we are fortunate enough to be able to kind of construct our own from the ground up. Now, not everybody has that opportunity, but I'm going to cover a few things that you might want to think about if you're designing your own facility or if you have your own facility already in place, and types of things you can do to help manage that even that much better. First thing we talked about is kind of the openness look that we have. Right as you walk into our facility, first thing you're going to notice is there's a big wide open kind of space. I like to set things up. For ours, it's kind of a big rectangle, and I like things kind of in a linear position. That way you've got the opportunity to move in open spaces, and yet you can set your equipment up in the direction that you would like. Another thing that we looked at is really starting with the floor design. What we had for us, it's a rubber flooring. Not everybody gets that opportunity, but for us we were able to. And then the coloration. What types of coloration do you want to have to make sure it shows the least amount of wear and tear as you're going to get a large amount of traffic? Kind of as you come in, on one side we're going to have a large amount of dumbbells. We use that actually as an actual wall. It kind of it separates out the machine area for us from our free weight area. From there on, our free weight area is very similar throughout the entire design. We wanted to maximize the amount of space that we had and the amount of individuals who could come in and use it. So as we did that, as you can kind of see, we've got about 25 racks and we have about 15 platforms. And the way that we did that and the rationale that we did for that is that when I've got someone up to 4 individuals in a rack at one given time, or 4 individuals on a platform, that we can have 8 individuals in a relatively small space and get a large amount of work done. The reason for that, you have some of those some design where they have the platform right on the front of this. If that's the case, I find that a little bit short for me as far as doing Olympic type of lifting. And also it just restricts it to one group here. In this design, we're able to have 4 individuals here, 4 individuals on a platform here, and perhaps 4 more individuals over there. What we like to do is kind of reciprocate. So if I've got 4 on this, we might be doing some kind of an explosive movement. Again, if we have 4, I've got 1 doing the movement, I've got 1 or 2 doing alternate movement, and 1 person's resting. At the same time, we might be doing a pressing movement in a rack scenario. With that, again, I've got 1 person doing the movement, I've got a spotter that's in place, I've got an alternate movement, which could be a band movement or a wide variety of different things, and then I've got someone who's resting. Again, this just gives us, for our setup, the best opportunity to get the largest number of athletes in and out of the facility as quick as possible. My hope is some of this information will be helpful to you. One last thing I want to touch on is that the layout for where you're going to put your plates. For us, again, have each area set with its own plate setup has worked out very well. The racks themselves, I know that most of them these days have their own plate storage, which works out very well. Also, this is a movable 0 to 90 bench, so not only are we doing flat work, we can also do a variety of different types of work. It just maximizes our ability to get the largest amount of things done in one space. I know that years ago when I first started off, you saw a lot of facilities that just had a bench press, just had an incline press, just had a shoulder press. And again, those pieces aren't being used on a daily basis. For us, this rack will be used for basically everything. The platform, again, a large amount of work can be done. So really trying to maximize the number of athletes, the amount of time that it's going to take to get through it, and the amount of work that can be done. So hopefully some of this information will help out you.